this is Mr. Assassin and I'm here today to do Toriko chapter 340 review and also a Toriko short discussion because I don't want this video to get very long. This chapter of Toriko, chapter 340, it's a very interesting chapter. We get to find out a lot of information about Accacia, about the Blue Nitro, about their true goal, and we also get hyped by Jiro. So a very interesting chapter. I would give it a 9 out of 10. Apparently the place where Accacia is being revived, it's named the kitchen at the end of the universe. A very interesting name. And I'm getting the feeling that the Blue Nitro have chased after this demon on other planets as well, and that this planet, their planet, is a compilation of everything they've done on other planets, and I will explain that later. But basically what happens in this chapter is that Accacia isn't truly revived, but apparently it's more powerful than a Blue Nitro. The Nitro that it killed was Air. So Air is dead. He could have been revived, but they choose not to revive Air. And apparently Atom states that because they are here to cook the full course, their power is diminished, has decreased by a fraction or something like that. And that is the reason why Accacia got the upper hand on Air. But according to Atom, if they team up together, they can defeat Accacia. But their goal is not to defeat Accacia. Their goal is to revive him, to fully revive him. And we get to see Atom powering up, and this is very strange. It's like his mouth opens up and his jaws just go around his head, and in his mouth it seems like there's another pair of eyes or something like that, like the gourmet troll that is inside of the Blue Nitro Atom is speaking directly to the gourmet troll that is inside Accacia, and that's Neo. So like from gourmet spirit to gourmet spirit, and they're speaking to each other, and Atom is requesting Neo to show himself, to show his face. So this is basically a talk among food spirits, and it's a very interesting concept. Like the bodies, even the Blue Nitro, the spirits that inhabit the Blue Nitro's body can take control over the bodies themselves. I don't know how that works exactly, but it's very interesting because it seems like in the beginning of Toriko they had those suits. They had those suits that they can control that look like Nitro, and it would appear like the Blue Nitro are using the flesh of the Blue Nitro just the same, just as suits. And what really matters is the soul inside. So I don't know if you're getting what I'm saying, but basically the Blue Nitro themselves are that strong because of their gourmet demons, their gourmet spirits, not because of their bodies. Atom is talking to Neo and he's telling him that he should behave because God will show up soon and he will be fully revived. But apparently Neo, the gourmet demon of Accacia, has another plan, and he spits up 7 parts of his body, like the part that Jiro encountered earlier that he sent into space flying, and he spits 7 of those outside, and each of those parts seem to be going to a continent. So we are going to get to see a part of Accacia fighting Bambina, a part of Accacia fighting Heracles, a part of Accacia fighting the Battle Wolf, and so on and so on. So Accacia, just as Gigi said in the last chapter, wants to go hunting on his own. Apparently the Blue Nitro get distracted by these parts that are flying around that they don't see when Accacia slips into the back channel. So now both Accacia and his minions have disappeared. And right when the Blue Nitro wanted to go after Accacia's minions, after the parts of his body that have each flown to a continent, Jiro appears on the scene. And Jiro was attracted here by the immense aura that was emanating from this place. Now, the Blue Knight wanted to attack Jiro in the first second he came there, but he tells them, just wait a minute, tell me what your plan is, because you have been waiting for millions of years to accomplish this plan and even sacrifice one of your own, meaning heir, and you ain't even going to tell me what your plan is. To summarize the entire conversation, basically what the Blue Knight are saying is that currently the situation has gone out of control. They can defeat Accacia if they want, but they do not want to defeat Accacia. They want to fully revive him. And because they will not go to fight with him, Accacia can move freely. There is nothing that the Blue Knight can do until the solar eclipse, when God will appear and Accacia will eat God and fully revive, and Neo will fully revive. They also tell Jiro that Accacia himself is no longer there, like he has been driven insane by the amount of power that the Gurmag demon Neo has. And currently, what controls Accacia's body is Neo. He cannot be prevented from doing anything except what he wants. Now, this may be a way to defeat Accacia by Toriko or by Jiro or someone. Because as long as Accacia is still inside, there is that chance that for 0.001 seconds, Accacia will regain his memory for 0.001 seconds, and the creature will stop in battle, and that will be plenty of time to inflict a wound upon it. I can see that happening. So I can see that definitely happening. Accacia, finally struggling inside of this Neo beast, actually manages to stop it in its tracks for 0.001 seconds, and that would be enough time for someone, whoever is fighting it, to gain a blow that will reduce its strength considerably, or should I say significantly. But going back to the chapter, the Blue Knight actually tell Jiro that they have been hunting for a very long period of time for this demon, and what they want to do is actually trap it. They want to trap this demon because Gurmag demons cannot actually be killed. They go to the other plane of existence, and once they have they found a body they can inhabit, they return within that body. So Gurmag demons themselves cannot be truly defeated, but they can be imprisoned with the golden cookware, and this is what they want to do. They want to trap every last cell of Accacia. So this is important. Every last cell of Accacia, they want to trap it within a box. Now the only way to do this is when Accacia is fully revived, because when he eats all the ingredients, the cells of his body have to be united in order to evolve. So all the cells of his body, all the cells of Neo have to be in one place in order to evolve. That means no minions flying here and there, no nothing. When Accacia is ready to eat God and evolve, everything must be mashed in together again, into one entity. And that's when they will trap Neo, if they actually have the power. It makes sense, because God seems to be such a hyped up ingredient, then when you eat it, all the cells want to take part of it. Like, remember when Toriko was learning Embu and all of the cells work together, like little Torikos, they all work together in order to learn Embu? It's the same thing here. All of the cells of Neo and Accacia will want to be there when they eat God and eat the final ingredient during the eclipse. So it makes perfect sense for them to trap it that way. But that will not happen. I guarantee that something will happen before that will make the Blue Knight incapable of finishing that plan. We also get to see a picture of how these ingredients, Accacia's menu, works on the body. Like, Earth is the right leg, News is the left leg, Air is the left hand, Pear is the right hand, Atom is the abdominal area, Center is the heart, Another is the tongue or the mouth, and God is the brain. So this is how ingredients should work upon individual, upon releasing the powers of an individual. However, they do not work this way on Accacia, and he needs large quantities of it. And that should show what the power of this demon really is. Like, these powerful ingredients don't even work properly on him. They need large quantities of them in order to activate these parts of his body. Apparently, Accacia did not know about the Blue Nitro's goal, or so they think. But he did wanted Neo to be revived. They had the same interests, the Blue Nitro and Accacia, they have the same interest until Neo is revived. After Neo is revived, the Blue Nitro want to trap it. Accacia, we don't know what he wants to do with it. So after Neo is revived, they have different interests. But until then, until his revival, both the Blue Nitro and Accacia have the same job. And apparently, the Blue Nitro know how horrible this creature is. So more hype about the true nature of this creature, this Neo creature, and what he might have done in the past, that the Blue Nitro think he's so horrible. And apparently Geo doesn't want to stand by. He wants to kill Accacia right now before he revives, which makes sense because unlike the Blue Nitro, Geo actually cares about this planet. Doesn't care about the plan to revive him and then trap him, when in the process the planet will get eaten, because that's how it's supposed to be. When he's truly revived, he will eat all the ingredients of the planet, pretty much like how the Four Beast was able to suck ingredients out of the earth. The same way, probably the same way Accacia will make this earth. If he doesn't eat it literally, it will be a barren wasteland. So Geo doesn't want to wait for that. He wants to kill it right now. And the Blue Nitro, of course, they cannot let him do this. They want to stop him. But apparently Geo says, if you get in my way, you'll all die. And the Blue Nitro Atom tells Geo, don't get carried away. But the next thing is sensational. And this thing seems to be right out of Hunter x Hunter, because Geo stabs his own heart with his fingers. It goes like this, boom, right in his heart. And apparently he starts transforming. He says, Geo, I think you've got spelling mixed up. And apparently he transformed into the violent beast Geo, the rampaging beast Geo. And he says something truly horrifying. He says, I used to eat plenty of lizards back in the old day. Oh, how I absolutely love you guys. Which would imply that Geo, back in his rampaging days, actually ate Blue Nitro. Or, I cannot say Blue Nitro, but actually ate Nitro. I think that's what it's being implied here. Fortunately, we do not get to see Geo fight the Blue Nitro just yet. And we jump to Area 7, where Bambina and the monkeys are eating, and one of the little parts, one of the minions of Accacia, ends right in Area 7, and Bambina is like, what? In my territory? No way. And basically, the next chapter we might get to see Geo fighting the Blue Nitro, or most likely we'll get to see Bambina fighting that piece of Accacia. So that was the chapter. Basically, I wanted to make it short and have a discussion, but I won't be able to do it here because it's already 16 minutes. So I'll make a separate video with a discussion. Look for that. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a nice day.
Any rational society would either kill me or put me to some use.